John Muir said, "The mountains are calling, and I must go." It's winter in British Columbia, Canada, a province larger than all American states other than Alaska. BC is massive. It borders the Yukon, the Northwest Territories, Alberta, and the states of Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Alaska. Old Man Winter has made his mark, and a storm that covers the entire province has moved in. While many wait to venture in spring, we have embarked on our own winter adventure. Lower British Columbia is where our journey begins. Here the snow is epic, the mountains majestic, and the skiing among the best. Little do we know that we're about to have an encounter with the good and the bad of the Canadian winter. We woke early to start our day. A short night in the sack, but ski fever was quick to unzip our bags and place our feet into our cold boots. Breakfast consisted of fried spinach mixed with eggs and gorgonzola cheese, complemented by a bowl of oatmeal. However, I was still sucking from a severe stomachache that bullied me from sleep and the desire to eat stinky cheese.
Dude, my stomach hurts so bad. I was like, A, I'm constipated beyond belief, or 2, I have appendicitis.
A and 2?
Not gaining any group sympathy, I regathered and joined Scott in shooting the day's events.
We got into camp last night. We set up probably in maybe 10 minutes, both rigs, which is crazy. For sleeping and for like closing up shop was just not a problem.
Thinking about we're going skiing today, and I just haven't really comprehended that waking up here. How utterly screwed I am. Never skied in my whole life.
The most pressing thing on my mind is that we got to get through a border. But I think we've done everything we can to prepare and make that border crossing as smooth as possible. We've got our passports all together. We've got our film permits all together. Itinerary, where we're going to be, when we're going to be there. It wasn't any big deal at all. Welcome to Canada is what we got.
Let's roll up the road a ways.
We're in Canada, eh?
I haven't been in Canada since high school.
Since high school?
Yeah, since high school. It's worse skiing or snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
For what? The first day?
Yeah.
Starting,
Yeah.
snowboarding's way worse.
Oh yeah.
You just
If you want to start,
eat your face all day.
if you want to learn how to snowboard, you got to just commit 3 days and expect that you're going to be in freaking pain the whole 3 days, and then the week following.
We don't have 3 days, Scott.
Okay, so skiing it is.
It's my first day and I'm kind of nervous and super excited. I've never really tried it. It wasn't kind of an option growing up financially, and I've had so many friends break stuff on their first time out. That's probably my biggest nerve, is I don't want to break anything.
Legendary Fernie, it says it right on their sign. I mean, that says it best. The snow is great, the people are great, and I can't wait for the guys to experience Fernie.
We meet the folks around, which are great, and they made us feel right at home.
Come on, you don't know where your ticket goes?
Is this your first time?
Is this a ticket?
Yeah.
Are we skiing?
And took us into the ski rental shop. I'm starting to get the feeling sinking in my gut, like this is happening. I'm gonna be skiing today.
There's some pretty big dudes. It's a lot of man carcass to put on some sticks.
We get out there and Clay's gonna be our instructor for the day, and he starts teaching us how to do the pizza and your fries, and he's like, Jeff, why don't you just try walking up the hill?
Okay, I don't know. And you just walk up the hill. Just ski up the hill. Just keep going.
And I feel like a stick figure. I can't move, and I think he's just messing with me. Well, I know he's messing with me.
No, go up the hill. I got it. Straight up the hill. Just go straight up. Okay.
While the four of us experience a bad rendition of ski school, boarders Ryan and Scott take to the chair.
I love snowboarding, but I hate flatboarding. Maybe I should try skiing again.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too heavy for roll out. Yeah, a little bit.
It's like gliding on clouds of glory.
Okay, so
Think about that.
that must be easier than it looks. Yes, guys. Pizza, pizza, pizza! Pizza, not... Yeah!
I haven't taken a fall today, but I have a feeling that might change. We're actually doing the big boy lift now. Big boy meaning we're doing a green. Man down! Oh, you made it!
Keep it in! Oh. I want to get up and do this again.
With the snow continuing to fall, we felt the urgency to get moving towards our night's camp spot. Gleaming and soreness setting in, we put it into the wind. Fernie, you were good to us. A few hours later, we found ourselves on the west side of the mountain range. We spoke with the locals about the roads and their current conditions.
He's like, I'd chain up for you. I was you on the cougar hunting road. Yeah, he said that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All I heard was cougar hunt. Fueled up for the long backcountry section ahead, we set off, our IPF 900s punching through the weather as we headed for the night's locally recommended activity, natural hot springs.
Money.
Dude, this is worth the trip right here.
Oh, this is very perfect.
Well, you ain't crapping in this.
Our skin pruned and wrinkled, our camp for the night wasn't far. The camp's lot was deeper than expected, and we found ourselves stuck for the first time.
Get the Max Tracks?
Dude, Max Tracks.
Yeah. That's it. This is our first time ever getting to see what they're made of in the snow. So, yeah. Here you go. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Okay. Again.
Alrighty. You're going straight now.
You got it. Keep going. Straighten your wheel.
Quick. That made it quick work.
Yeah. So now, if we were, winches definitely have their place, but this was quick and efficient. We got in, got out. Right now we'd be winding up cables, whatnot, and we're in this big open parking lot trying to camp for the night, and we're looking at least 100-foot cable runs in any direction. So this really is an awesome solution for what we just experienced. So now it's time to set up camp and go to bed.
And make dinner.
Oh, and make dinner.
Morning revealed a quiet landscape, in which the night had draped us with several more inches of snow. We packed up camp, excited for what was to come. We even had the opportunity to help some local Canuck ice fishermen when they fell into the same parking lot trap we encountered the night before.
Well, thanks a lot, man. My name is Jeff.
Scott. I'm Jeff.
Yeah, I'm Jeff as well. Yeah, this is Senior and another Jeff. There you go.
Our destination mapped, we throttled out of camp, heading into one of the most eerily foreboding scenes we have come across. For miles, we plowed snow, fighting the ruts of previous travelers who also dared the bygone storms of the Canadian winter. We went as far as we could until the road began to show its darker side.
Give her some gas. Yeah, that's what you're seeing happening right now.
We were out of momentum, a precious asset in such terrain. The hill had placed our heavy Land Cruiser to its knees, and tired and hungry, the solution of what to do next did not come easy.
What do you think about airing down another 5 pounds?
I think we should just chain it, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Chain it?
I think we get.
We can try another climb.
It's not too hard to back this thing up without
Without the trailer.
without the trailer on. You just back it right in. I mean,
How much track?
I'm gonna back up, straighten her out, and reevaluate.
As soon as we get off.
Okay, I will. But there's no way we would have gotten it down there in 5 minutes we've been standing here.
You spent 15 minutes getting stuck in. You got a watch on?
Yeah. Let's regroup for a minute. One of the most important things, if not the most important thing about group dynamics on expeditions is communication. As soon as your communication fails, everything else starts to fail. And that's exactly what happened on that hill. We weren't communicating, and we all needed to get on the same page. We're all getting irritable. I'm irritable. You guys are feeling irritable. We're feeling the pressure of time and fuel and getting stuck. And we just need to reevaluate just why we're out here. And just say that we're having a lot of fun. We got a schedule to keep. If we got to roll in at midnight, we'll roll in at midnight. I think we have to work our way forward. That's my take. I just think we have to prove it to ourselves that we can do it and work through this. So. My hernia!
we're going on fronts, Gazy.
Oh, thanks. What bungees you want to get?
Little guy's on the back side, I believe.
Once we were all on the same page and communicating again, we got up the hill. The schedule does make it tough. But in some ways it makes it fun because it's
Challenge.
it's like, yeah, are we hitting our marks? Did we plan correctly? You know, it's making us better,
More efficient.
expedition planners, you know? And then also part of it is learning how to negotiate your schedule. Prioritize stuff when stuff happens, because that's why you're out here, is to step into the unknown, right? So the unknown's gonna happen. How do you deal with it?
Little noisy.
Yeah,
a little noisy, but we're rolling. Oh boy. Why do we need to look at that? Chains or
No, it's the chains sticking on stuff.
why y'all drove shit paint on them.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
How long were you throwing that thing?
I was hearing that a while back.
You know, one advantage to having a wrap.
Have to paint another fender.
Oh, we'll have to paint another fender.
They're not pretty.
That's a $1,500 fender.
Let's flip that thing down too.
That thing is like beat.
Yeah, that. I was afraid that was happening.
That sucks.
Yeah. Clay, how you doing?
I'm not doing very good. That really ticks me off. That's how I feel. I feel like that's a straight up neglect issue that causes that. It would take in one window to be rolled down to listen to your chains, and you would have known immediately that something was up. So it's just careless. It's being careless. I know we're in a hurry, but we break our machines. It costs us tons of money, and now it's going to set us back before our next trip. So I'm frustrated. That shouldn't happen. But it is adventuring, and things like that do happen. So we'll roll on. It's not mission critical, so the show must go on. So here we go.
For us to continue functioning as a team, we have to have respect for these vehicles. We have to keep them in good shape. And you know, Clay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that those did get dinged up. You know, it sucks. And you know, I'm sorry for our response in the end, because you know, at the end of the day, we just kind of shrugged it off. And you know, I know that was hard for you.
Vehicles are just stuff. They are merely a means to obtain the goal of adventure travel and experiencing the world. If the cost is a banged up fender for an adventure of a lifetime, then heck, I'll take it.
Yep, that's right. Shut her down. This just got serious fast.
Yeah.
You guys having to throw down tracks again?
No, we don't think the road has been plowed at all up here. It's got really deep.
We need to look at alternate routes before we move any further.
You can tell it was something pretty serious because usually the guys are straight to the radio and letting us know what's going on, or we got to have a quick meeting, and it was just completely silent.
We have 2 miles. It's, estimated at 2 miles to get to this main road that we've been working to get at.
It's not a main road, it's just a hopefully more plowed road.
It's a more plowed road?
Hopefully, at this point in time.
And our situation on fuel is about just over a quarter on the Land Cruiser, just under a half on the Toyota Tacoma, which means that the Tacoma has substantially more fuel than this, or range than this right now. So if we can't get these 2-3 miles right here, we don't have enough fuel to get back the way we came. So it's either going to be alternate routes from this position somewhere else, or it's running one truck back with all the fuel to get more fuel to get us out. So we are in a pickle, potentially.
Yeah. Potentially.
Potentially.
Or kind of in a pickle.
Already.
Okay. 3.5.
3.5. That's still doable. We got enough fuel to get 3.5. So, yeah, we're gonna back this up if we can, or get it off the side. We'll get the truck in front.
We decided to get the truck in front of the Land Cruiser In order to do that, we got to get the truck stuck, winch it, and so the truck can start plowing in front and making trail for us.
Plowing, got the snow plow up front.
We got to dig out the winch.
We got to dig out the winch.
You can turn your wheel, I think. Yeah, that'll help. That's helping. We're gonna take the tire pressure down to 10. I've run them at 7 before without breaking a bead, but it's getting pretty low. Okay. It's like 9.5.
What do we have?
We're down to below a quarter. Below a quarter and below a quarter.
Yeah.
On both?
Yeah.
Both.
Am I gonna see you again?
Do we got tonight together?
I don't know if we'll have that night together. This might be our last goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right, boys.
See you later.
Be safe. Say goodbye to the guys. They're in the taco, take off. We're gonna just try to follow them in the cruiser best we can. And we get going on the road really good, keeping up our momentum. And we get down to this corner that comes to a bridge.
Tacoma, do you copy?
Buried.
We copy.
We just got buried just after the bridge.
Roger that. You are updated. I have you. What's your assessment?
We're gonna try to max tracks out, but you guys should just come.
Yeah, but is he reversing all the way?
Send it back to you.
Rocking for the try to come back a little back.
Rock back and you're on it.
Are we sliding in the ditch further?
Truck gets back. We decided to use our winch on the cruiser to pull off the front ARB bumper of the taco, and we start winching and max tracking at the same time. We got all the max tracks out, all 8 of them, and it actually was working really well. And desperately needed both of them to get through this situation.
We got like 20 feet to go, and then we're over this hump. That combination right there will get you out of anything.
Had this victory that we just got out of this 4.5-hour experience of manpower and sweat and max tracks and ARB bumpers and winches. And
have enough fuel to roll in on fumes. So I propose Ryan and I feel up to driving. We are all soaking wet. We sit in the car for the next hour with the heaters on full blast, dry out as much as possible. We gotta burn the fuel anyway, we might as well warm up and dry stuff out. Then set up camp. Because either we go late tonight or get up really early tomorrow. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Dump it.
we
That's the
gotta
other
face
thing.
this tonight.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get worse if we stay here.
What if we get a foot tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, we should get out of here.
Yeah,
We gotta go.
Yeah.
exactly.
That seals the deal right
Yeah.
there. It's a good thing we did head out that night, because the very next morning, the highway looked like the back roads we just traveled. The asphalt devoured by 8 inches of fresh snow. Our final stop point was in the mountain town of Banff. It's an awesome little town. A town on the touristy side, but nonetheless a must-see location. 3 major ski resorts surround the town, as well as the Banff National Park. Its annual traveling film festival has inspired me to pursue the outdoors for years. We stopped at the first coffee shop we could find. The watch says this small town recovered from the same storm we just traveled through. A trip that only now started to sink in.
this trip has really been one of the most craziest experiences of overlanding for me with these men and with our team. We've learned we can overcome pretty much anything that comes in front of us. We got the gear and we got the motivation. We come together, I know this team can do anything.